Jesse, what are we doing today? Fraction estimation. And what can you now do, Huda? I can estimate fractions. You guys know what a sum and difference is?
Yeah.
Rounding rules. Give me a rounding rule for fractions. Give me the rounding rule for fractions in your own words. Loudly, Sadia. The rounding rule for fractions in your own words is? For fractions. You're not listening to me. You're just reading the board. Don't read the board. Don't read your notes. What is the rounding rule for fractions, Sadia? The nearest zero, half, or whole. Yes or no?
Yeah.
What is the rounding rules, Kari, for mixed numbers? Round to the nearest whole. If you have a number that is precisely in the middle, do you go down or do you go up? Up. Okay. Main idea number 3, estimating fractions. A whole bunch of examples. Main idea number 4, estimating mixed numbers. Whole bunch of examples. Adding and subtracting fractions. These little guys right here are thought bubbles. So when I take a fraction 7/8, Samira, I think to myself 7/8 is 1. And when I see the fraction 1/12, I think to myself that is 0. And I know that in my brain 1 plus 0 is 1. So if I have 7/8 plus a 12, I'm automatically estimating that at a total of what? 7/8 plus 1/12 would be about a total of 1. We do have a word problem down below that Muna walked us through very nicely. We followed our estimating rules when it came to fractions and mixed numbers. The work that Muna did is down here for all of the measurements that were given in the problem, and we decided that answer, we haven't really written the answer. No, you cannot fit those boards through the opening. When would you ever need to estimate fractions? Yasmin had a great example, and she said what, Yasmin?
Buying supplies to build something.
And why would you have to have like an idea? Why don't you walk into, or why don't you know the precise measurements before you start building?
Because if you go up to the clerks and ask them for your estimation, they think that you were crazy.
You mean if you give them the exact,
Yeah.
like you say, I need a board that is 43 1/4 inches long.
Yeah.
They say go buy a board that's close to that, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of, before you start building, you might know your exact measurements, but you don't go to the store and buy the exact measurements, do you?
Nope.
You would never go to the store and buy, because you're making chocolate chip cookies and you want to put 604 chocolate chip cookies into the batter, or chocolate chips into the batter, you don't go to the store and say I want 604 chocolate chips, do you?
Nope.
No, you don't do that. So estimating is a part of our life that we do every day. Anything to add?
Nope. Nope.